It's really hot today, so I apologize for the vest. It's like 37 degrees, feels like 42. But the question is today, what would it be like in the USA, or what would the USA be like with no guns? Obviously, it's so embedded in American culture, it's near enough impossible to have that situation. Well, let's look at it in a bit more detail. In 1791, the Bill of Rights included the amendments, and the Second Amendment is that the right to for the people to bear arms shall not be infringed. Okay, this is in 1791. It's a long time ago. Now is 2020. Shouldn't it be a bit more updated? Don't know. Okie dokie, so let's look at the facts. Each year, 36,383 Americans die from gun violence. Suicides, homicides, law enforcement, unintentional shootings, and there's some which are undetermined, which is an incredibly high number. Now, if you compare it to a different country, like this, for example, you can see gun-related death rates in high-income countries. So America is number one, especially the suicide rate. But the next one is like half, Finland, then Austria, France, Canada, Belgium, and it goes all the way down to Japan and South Korea. I don't know the laws in every single country, but I do know the law in England that you are not allowed to carry a gun unless you have a special license, like a farmer with a shotgun, for hunting to protect their animals, livestock, etc. That I can perfectly agree with. But to have a revolver and a gun in your car, and easily to go and buy a gun near enough because you have the right to and you're legal to, can result in what we see quite often in America, these mass shootings. Here's another picture for you. 100 Americans are killed with guns every day. Wow, that's a lot. Now, we did mention that the highest majority is through suicide. And I can imagine why, that it's possibly the most easiest way to top yourself, to kill yourself. There's the gun, put it in your mouth, yep, pull the trigger, pop, yep. It's the easy way out. It's harder to jump off a building. It's harder to drown yourself. It's possibly harder than taking a lot of pills because it is just a 1 second action. The other actions take longer to do. I am a British person, and for 20 years of my life, I was born and raised in the United Kingdom, where it's illegal near enough, apart from the farmers, as I mentioned, to carry a gun, apart from the army, the armed forces, and the special part of the police, the armed police. And you can even see in the graph that I sent earlier that the UK is tiny, and it is actually more related to suicide rather than someone killing you, like in a robbery or something. This is like a dream scenario. It's obviously not going to happen in America because it's embedded into the culture, it's in the Constitution, etc., and people are allowed to carry a gun. But what would it be like if people weren't, like in the UK, for example, or other countries? I think these rates would obviously shoot down dramatically and could be as low as the United Kingdom or the Netherlands. But for this actually to happen is near enough next to impossible to say in America you can't carry a gun, to cancel the Second Amendment. So many people are going to be out of work. What about I think it's called the National Rifle Association or National Guns Association. They are incredibly powerful people and would always go back to the Second Amendment from 1791. But what would it be like? Do you think America would be a safer place to live? Or would people find another option to protect themselves? So it's an interesting point of view. What would happen if? And comments below would be fantastic. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think a stupid Brit, or some people actually call me a communist? Can't get that one at all. For the reason why. Would America be safer? Like in other countries related to gun deaths or gun-related deaths. It's an interesting topic, but the thing is, it's not really going to happen because it's politics, it's culture, it's embedded, it's tradition. Don't get me wrong, I have many American friends and I do like going to America to go and visit them, and the American culture I do enjoy, like going to some bars or a show, for example, or going to an American restaurant or diner like Danny's. It's just a lot of fun. So don't get me wrong in that way. I'm not dissing or not respecting the United States of America at all. I'm just pointing out a point of view. If America didn't have guns, would it be a safer place? Thank you. Have a wonderful day.